are at Kennedy High School, home of the Cougars. So I'm going to get my temperature taken by Dr. Chavez.
That's right, Mr.
Go ahead,
Schmerelson.
sir.
You're always welcome.
Would you show me what some of these lines
So
are?
let's show you the first line.
Sure.
So these first lines are 6 feet apart.
Okay.
So as we get parents and students that want to come in, we ask them to please be patient with us. We'll come over here. If they're filling out documents, we ask them to come over there where we have pins and hand sanitizer and everything else.
Excellent.
This idea is coming to us from county health department to remind ourselves that we need to keep that distance as much as we can for our kids. So we have pathways for them to come in and come out. So fortunately, we have strong folks from our maintenance and operations that are able to help us make sure that these lines are throughout the campus. Here,
Oh, wow. Yeah. Any difference in color or they're just lines?
we ran out of tape. That's the only difference. The tape's on the way.
Very nice. Wow. And I am so happy to present to you the principal of the school, Dr. Chavez, who's going to talk about this idea that he has about remote learning and in-seat learning at the same time. So I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Chavez.
Mr. Schmerelson, thank you, and welcome to John F. Kennedy High School, home of the Golden Cougars. We never forget Golden Cougars, otherwise we get in trouble. So we have this idea of wanting to have our kids and families make the decision. You're going to come to school and learn, or you're going to be at home and learn. If you're coming to school and learn, the parameters are I only can have 12 children at a time. But at home, I can have maybe 20 children at home. So we've set up this room whereby I can provide video instruction and I can monitor who's at home. I can have 12 students here. They can hear everything that's going on. They can watch what I'm doing. And at the same time, they can answer my questions or they can ask questions. And I'll have another adult in this room that'll help monitor those folks that are at home via Zoom. So all of these ideas are still in play. So as we move in that direction, we will be ready.
One of the things that parents always talk about, they miss the interaction between the kids in the room and the teacher in the room. So this is the solution for having both distance learning and in-class seating safely, obeying the rules, and it's the best of two worlds.
We're hoping, because at the same time we're bringing back the culture of what is John F. Kennedy High School, and especially our freshmen who have yet to experience what it's like to be on a high school campus.
So these would be the kids at home?
Yes.
Okay, the kids at home, and we have the kids in class. Fantastic.
And Mr. Song is on his phone, so if we have a device issue,
that's
he's using it from his phone.
Oh, and then that
Grace
other
also has
phone
it
is
from her
Grace
phone.
over there too.
And we can monitor it here.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you're pioneers now,
We're
Dr.
trying,
Chavez.
sir.
You are pioneers in getting to have distance learning and in-seat learning at the same time.
So right now, with this instrument, we pick up this whole room.
Right.
And the camera just monitors everything, whomever is speaking. But in the other room that I want to show you, it's a little different, but provides the same impact.
Let's see that.
Okay. They said, make sure that you have ways for kids to understand what's directional. So we created these arrows for them to understand, stay in that way, come down this way, as far as trying to keep them distant. The next thing we have to do is implement that across. So that's why you saw the blue lines and all the other lines. So that's going to be our next step, is to make sure that students understand the direction. Out in this open space, it's going to be just as strong. Trying to keep students here. We've had to close out the water fountains with reminders of don't use them. We will provide water in a different way, whether it be bottled water or whether we have a container where you have water provided to you.
Yes.
So this is another version. In this version, we could use this board or we don't have to. Okay? Because some of our classrooms have only an LCD projector. So we would connect the camera, which is this, to the LCD projector, and it would project. This is another camera.
Okay.
The limitation to this camera is that it would only get the whiteboard version here. So, but the complement to the camera is that I can program it to segment only here, or the middle, or the side, or the whole thing. So I can provide my instruction by saying, all right, students, I need you to concentrate on this. If you're at home, you're watching me do this. If you're here with me, you're watching the whole board. One of the other things we worried about was the fact of volume, right? Talking through a mask
Yeah.
may be difficult.
Correct.
So we have another item. Teachers would wear it like a microphone.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would have a speaker up here.
I've had teachers do that before. Yeah,
And that way, students wouldn't be able to say, I can't hear you.
that's right.
But we'd
That's
be
right.
talking through the mic. And the mic is on your body.
That's fantastic.
So as a classroom teacher,
Yeah.
if we want them to work using this camera also has a microphone so the kids can hear what I'm doing. I can be here and explain to them what I want them to do. Or I can turn my desk and take my camera and work over here so that I'm watching what the kids are doing on screen and the other side.
Wow.
And at the same time, they're able to hear me because this has a built-in microphone.
Fantastic.
At the same time as well, if I don't want to use this camera, I can turn this camera up and you would watch me through this camera. So I'm walking directly to it.
And these things are so miniature, I'm telling you. When I first started teaching, we had opaque projectors. It was this big and this wide, and look at this now. Wow.
And they're cost effective.
Yeah.
Because
Beautiful.
I can get one of these for every teacher if I need to. This little camera and this tripod, cost effective. And I don't need, the only thing I need the board for would be to monitor students that are at home.
All for the kids.
All for kids.
I'm telling you.
All for kids, and to make my worry is, as yours, is how much are our kids losing right now? And how hard is it going to be to get them back into the mood of learning?
The kids at home and the kids in class, all collaborating with the teacher, that
Right.
is the best way to go.
Right.
The best way to go.
And for families that say, you know what, I'm not ready yet, there we go.
LAUSD will provide distance learning the entire year. Even if we go back and the parent says, no, I don't feel my child's ready to go back, they may stay home and do distance learning all year.
Yeah.
So we have something for everybody.
So all our systems are very easy and user-friendly.
And compact.
Yes, and then when they say, okay, we are not going to accept the student anymore, for example, like Orange County,
Right.
then they can simply pick it up and go home with them. They can still
And work from
utilizing,
home.
yeah, they can still utilizing our system
Wow.
at home or anywhere.
Good
So
point.
anywhere- yes, so
Good
anywhere
point.
could be the classroom.
So proud of Kennedy High School, home of the Golden Cougars.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for the demonstration. Very
Thank you.
nice. Beautiful. Just